Hello guys and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are back on Football Manager and today is the first game in the Super Cup, which is Inter away. This is the 11 that are going to beat them. I'm confident Hegem and Chirolli are the centre-half pairing. This episode may be the final games of Santiago Castro. Let's hope he can carry on his good form this season and carry us to some more victories. Johnny Rowe starting ahead of Alvarado, Miranda. Well, Castro's just decided to fucking cough and drop. Jonathan Roberts scored. What's gone on? Right, well, maybe we won't see any of Santiago Castro this episode. We've scored, which is a big thing. We're in the lead. But, I mean, Santiago Castro's just decided to sunbathe in the middle of the pitch there. Great play by Miranda. Lovely run from Rowe. He's left completely unmarked and he couldn't miss, really. I would have been quite annoyed if he did. But what's the injury to Castro is the big question. Will this be the final appearance he makes? Looks like it could be a tight thigh. He takes the corner. Cambiaghi. I mean, I do kind of want to take Castro off because I don't want him to get injured. Because that'll probably, well, saying that if he gets injured, I can't sell him. He'll probably be like, okay, well, you've got more time to sell me. But can we get a second here? Miranda, we've got an overlap. He finds Rowe. Castro's in the middle on one leg. Lindor from range. It's 2-0. What a start for the boys. We're 2-0 up against the team to beat in Inter. I'm going to take Castro off purely because I don't want him to get injured further. Like, he's useful for us. But Jonathan Rowe and Miranda linking up brilliantly, and it's a superb strike from the young Italian Chirondor. Right in the top corner. Unbelievable strike. And we're right in the driver's seat already. I'm going to go defensive. Just try and shut up shop a bit. Long ball forward. Home intercepts Hegem. Miranda. A third would surely seal the deal, even this early on. And Dor to Pabago. There's men over. He finds Profundi. What can he do? He finds Home. It's 3. What a strike again. Top corner. And Simone Profundi making an impact off the bench once again. And he may be weaseling his way in. Simone. He was a big signing in the summer, or a good signing to make. And he might just be putting his name down for that striker spot. He's still only a 2-star striker and still got poor finishing, but his link-up ability, especially if we've got Jonathan Rowe off the left, who can play almost as a forward, an inside forward, and then this might be interesting. Inter not playing the strongest team that they've got by any stretch of the imagination, I believe. I don't know who any of those three centre-halves are. We've still got Lautaro and Çalhanoğlu, but we've been clinical this game, and we're 3-0 up away at Inter. And this is probably the best performance so far of the save after winning 7-0. Let's try not to concede before half time, lads. Bonnie. Ramirez. Bonnie. I'm sensing an Inter consolation goal before half time here, which may swing the momentum their way for the second half. Martinez in past Hegem, and there it is. It's far too easy. Hegem may have to start settling for a lesser role because he's let him go past him way too easily there. It's far too easy into Çalhanoğlu. It's far too easy into Martinez. It's a good first touch, but Hegem's just too square on. And he's fired it into the far corner, and it is 3-1 before half time. Oh, and now there's another highlight. Don't concede again, boys. We had such a good start. Ercidiran. Babega. He's got space. He finds Rowe, who's also got space. Profundi's making his way into the box. Jonathan Rowe back to Miranda, who's got 2 assists to his name. Babega. Cambiaghi! And it is a goal for us. It's 4-1. We've restored the 3-goal lead. And that's another brilliant strike. Low. I mean, Martinez maybe in goal should maybe do better there. It didn't look like it had much power on it, but it's a good counter-attacking goal. Pabega finds Cambiaghi, who it's a lovely finish first time, and it's in the corner to be fair, and we're 4-1 up, and we've scored 4 in the first half against Inter. What performance from the boys so far. Inter building up from the back. Well intercepted by Jonathan Rowe. He is back me up with my choice to start him ahead of Alvarado. This game he's been immense again. Home, lovely pass to Cambiaghi, who's in again, and it's 5-1. What a performance this is. Another good finish by Cambiaghi. I mean, Martinez is having a bit of a shocker in goal for Inter, but we are 5-1 up, and it may be time to start taking players off and resting them. I'm actually going to take Jonathan Rowe off just in case it is a big injury to the boy Castro. On the ball again. Surely not a sixth. Yeah, I'm going to say. Oh, no, we've still got it. Cambiaghi. Pabega. No, he's lost it now. Now they're going to counter the space for Lautaro, which is the one man you don't want in space on FM for Inter. He goes past his man, puts it across, and it's a great finish from Juan Miranda to make it 5-2. Miranda with 2 assists and now an own goal. I mean, I've got no real words for that. I don't know what he's doing in that scenario. There's not even anyone behind him then. We do love an own goal. He's come rushing back in. I mean, it's a striker's finish. He's attacked that like he was an attacker. And we've conceded 2 this game now. From nothing, really. Is it going to be 3? Esposito, we have looked at as a replacement for Castro, possibly. Shoots and Tornqvist makes a good save. Wow. What can I say? What a performance from the boys. 5-2 away at Inter in the Super Cup. Cambiaghi, 4 different goal scorers. Cambiaghi with a double, Miranda with an own goal and 2 assists. But, I mean, I don't know if that... I'm guessing that means we're playing Roma in the final? Yes, it is. When is that game? I'm unsure. It is after the next game. So we've got Atlanta next, and then we've got Roma with another chance for Silverware. Castro is out for 1 to 3 days, so he'll be able to play. But let's advance. We've got another extra game to play now. Maybe we'll just play the Super Cup games this episode, now that we're in the final. But yeah, I mean, I couldn't have asked for a greater start to the episode. We've now scored 12 goals in 2 games. Right, time for the second game of the episode, sorry. Rotating a little bit, Profundi is starting up front instead of Castro, who is fit to play, but don't want to risk him with the final coming up. Jonathan Rose picked up a knock, which is 1 to 3 days, so he's not in the squad at all. Alvarado and Vergara are the wingers. Vergara needs to do something, otherwise I'm genuinely considering sending him in January because he's just been disappointing this year. I mean, average rating of 6.45 shows it all. He's got 2 red cards as well. I mean, I still think he should have given away a penalty last game as well when he came on. So he really needs to impress me. I'm actually going to start Ferguson at DM instead of Ajedaran. Zeki's in as well. Fullbacks have switched and Vitic is in at centre half. Let's hope we can carry on our goal scoring form and pick up another big win in the league here. Well, there's a highlight straight away here. We did well away at Inter. I haven't checked Atlanta's formation, but I'd imagine they're playing quite similar to what Inter did. But Oluwaseyi is in already down the left. Cross is deep towards Kirstovic. Gallo clears, but no one's up there. Early pressure here. Zalewski. Don't know what formation they're playing. Oluwaseyi with a volleyed cross. Vitic clears. Is that going to be the end of the highlight? Or... no, it still carries on. They've got a throw. Palestra. Alvarado clears. But yet again, can't find Profundi. De Roon. Looks like they might be playing 5-2-3 maybe. Ferguson intercepts. Can we counter and score potentially here? Vergara thought he was going to lose it temporarily, but he's played a good pass to Ferguson, who's the furthest man forward, and we've actually scored. Well, when they kicked off and a highlight was straight away, I thought, well, we're definitely conceding here. But what a counter-attack. We've committed so many bodies forward there. I mean, it's brilliant from Ferguson in the first place to intercept. He gave it to Vergara, who looked like he might lose it for a second, but it's a brilliant ball to Ferguson. I mean, there's 5 men there on the counter-attack, but Ferguson didn't need anyone, and he's put a brilliant low finish past Carnesecchi in goal. And we've scored again, and we're 1-0 up. Brilliant start. And I was asking for Vergara to do something for me, and he's done it within 2 minutes, so... Atlanta looking to build from the back. Intercepted by Ortega though. Lovely drive forward. He finds Vergara, who hesitates for a second. He cuts inside. He shoots. It's blocked. He gets the rebound though. And Vergara is doing just what I asked of him. I think that may be his first goal of the season. He's got a goal and an assist on this start. I am worried about him because he's on a booking. And if he gets another red card this season, that's going to really annoy me. And maybe the final nail in the coffin. But he's got a big goal and an assist in this game. He got a bit fortunate with a rebound, but he still had to put it away. And we are 2-0 up again away from home here. Another good performance from the boys. If they get a goal back here, Atlanta, they may have a chance of retrieving something from this game. Sorry, but Cambiaghi's nicked it back. Gets it back off Sortea into the box, low shot, and Carnesci tips it round the post. Dominguez with the corner. And it's cleared by Scalvini. Mitchell back out on the counter-attack. Chukwueze off the bench. Eventually gets to Raul Bellanova. He cuts inside and Tongvis saves. Pasalic, Kristovic. There's a goal back. Not good. Not good at all. Since I've made the subs, we've not been very good. Not held onto the ball as well. It's well worked by Atlanta. Pasalic with a lovely ball in between the centre halves, and Kristovic weren't going to miss that 1-1. Tongvis just couldn't get an hand on it. And now it's 2-1. Yes, come on, boys. Another win. On the stats, deserved win as well. I mean, yet again, low possession kings over here with 29% and a 2-1 win. We now go into the Super Cup final, having being 4 unbeaten and 3 wins in a row. We are playing a team above us in the league, which is Roma, only a point ahead of us. But I feel like we've struggled against Roma on this save. So it'll be an interesting match, especially with Castro and Raul coming back in, hopefully for me, without any injury. Right, this is it, guys. Cup final against Roma. We're going with a very similar team to what we played against Inter, with Vitic coming in for Hegem being the only difference, I believe. We're going back to Ajidaran, Pabega and Dor in the middle. Since the last game, Roma actually hadn't played, so they are now top. They beat Napoli, I believe. So we are going into this game with us at 5th, I think, and Roma top of the league. So this will give us a good idea of how close we are actually to Roma, despite there only being like 3 points between us in the league. So fingers crossed, this will be the first silverware of the save, which would be massive for us. We've obviously lost the final last year in the Italian Cup to Inter, but please, boys, this would be a big step for us winning this game. And they're not a great team, but it's FM, and you never know what's going to happen, really. We're in good form, so it's just fingers crossed, really. Wrench. Roma seemingly having the better of the early pickings here. And Dicker into Cristante, Baldanzi, Dovbik, Kone. There's a lot of space for Wesley. Wesley crosses, and it's 1-0 to Roma. I had a feeling this may happen. Roma take the early lead. It's well worked. It's just poor. I mean, Jonathan Rose left Wesley in acres of space, and we are 1-0 down. Pabega, come on, boys, get your foot on the ball and just slow it down a bit. Miranda goes long looking for Rowe. That's not going to work, but he's intercepted the clearance. And Dor, Chirodia, Vitic driving forward, plays it to Castro. Lovely pass. Castro, what a finish. What a pass from Vitic. And it's 1 apiece. Lovely response from the boys. Brilliant from Vitic. Lovely drive out of defence and a brilliant ball through. Castro's made a brilliant run. And what a finish as well. I mean, he's definitely playing for a big move here, Santiago Castro, because he's scoring goals pretty much every time he's on the pitch. It's a lovely dink into the side netting, nothing Sevilla, all the defenders could do. And it is 1 apiece in the 25th minute. Free kick to us, Miranda. Finds a Gideron into Pabaiga. Castro with another lovely run. Ball over the top. Santiago Castro. What a strike again. I'm pretty sure he's controlled that with his back. And it span over his head and he's hit it on the volley. He looked onside. Brilliant pass from Pabaiga. Unreal pass. A Gideron, lovely pass inside to Pabaiga. First time left-footed pass. He's well onside. It's inch perfect pass from Pabaiga. It's probably a better pass than Vitic's. And he has controlled it with his shoulder and just dinked it over him on the volley again to make it 2-1. And we've turned this game on its head. Roma, Wesley with the cross. Vitic gets something on it and home. Vergara, who's now out on the right again, can drive forward. And Dor and Castro in front of him. He gives it and Dor. Castro, space for Cambiaghi. Can he do better than he did last time? Cambiaghi cuts inside on his right and he's hit it straight at Sevilla. We've had so many chances on the break in this game and we've just not took any so far. I've got 1 stoppage left to make 2 subs, so I need to time it well. Gideron on ratings not having the best game. He wins that header though. Castro, Vergara. Castro making a running behind again. Vergara's gone past his man, played it to Castro. Can he get his hat-trick? He does! And if this is the final time we see Santiago Castro, what a gift from the main man. Vergara off the bench to get another assist. Maybe he's coming back to his best. I've got no words for this man. If I could keep him, I would love to, but he can't. He's going to want to leave. Castro, lovely finish past Villa, and he's been the difference this game. That's a hat-trick for Santiago Castro in the biggest game of the save after the cup final last season. Looks like I might have to take Cambiaghi off. So he may be one of the subs that I make out of the 2 that I've got left. He shoots from range though, just over the bar. Zortaya. Chance to cross. Finds, oh my word, I've got no words for him. 4 goals for Santiago Castro. If this is what he's doing, if this is his thank you to the club just for the accommodation of him being here, he's got 4 goals in the Super Cup final 2 weeks before he's probably going to leave the club. Zortaya off the bench to get an assist again. He's been great. Both fullbacks on either side have been great so far this episode. And we are 4-1 up. Castro is all 4. What a performance from not just him but the team in general. We've deservedly won this game. And this is going to be our first silverware of the save. Surely nothing mental is going to happen here. We're into the dying seconds. I'd imagine the clock's going to just run down. Or Roma going to get a consolation. Dybala's in beyond, but we've intercepted it. Vergara, we've tracked back. We've worked hard. Gideron's gone along to Alvarado. We're not going to get a 5th, surely. Surely the clock's just going to run down. Gallo, though, finds Alvarado. We might get a 5th. It's saved by Sevilla. And it's still not full time. It is now. Come on. Massive for the save and for the team. We get our first silverware. Samuele Fieldelli's first silverware of his career as a manager. And is it going to be Castro lifting it? It is. What a moment. The man who will leave the club most likely in 2 or 3 weeks in the January transfer window scores 4 goals and he lifts the trophy for the mighty Bologna. 4-1 winners. I was worried when we went 1-0 down, but what a turnaround, what a performance. Santiago Castro, you are a beautiful, beautiful man. It looks like a very odd trophy, it's just more like a vase, but what a performance from the boys. Not one bad performance, really. 4-1 winners, and we deserve to win. Nearly a 3xG with no penalties. Look at that man, Castro. 4 goals in Saudi. What a performance from the boys, and what an episode. What a run we're on at the moment. That is top of the league in the Serie A that we've just beat 4-1. And there you have it, guys. That is going to be it for today's episode. We round it off with a Super Cup win, our first trophy. of the save, as you can see here, to go with our one Manager of the Month award we won last year. And after a poor start to this season, we have turned it on its head going into January. We've got 2 games, I believe, before the January window opens. Obviously, the man, the myth, the legend, Castro is most likely leaving unless he does a complete U-turn and wants to stay. But nevertheless, if you have enjoyed this video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, let me know what you want to see in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time for another video.